Hey there, my aspiring or established Airbnb host. Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to dive into today's topic because it's one that hits close to home. Those all too common Airbnb setup mistakes that can turn your dream hosting experience into a bit of a nightmare. Trust me, I've been there and I've learned the hard way, but you really don't have to. I'm sure we can all agree that creating a cozy and inviting space for your guests is the essence of the game. But sometimes in our eagerness to impress, we can make some well-intentioned blunders that end up having the opposite effect. From mismatched furniture that looks like it was picked up from the garage sale, guilty as charged, to forgetting those small but crucial amenities that can make or break a stay. I've seen it all, but before I go deeper, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. In this video, I'll be sharing my personal experiences and insights gained from years of hosting on Airbnb. I'll walk through a checklist of must-avoid mistakes that will not only save you time and money, but also earn you those glowing reviews and repeat bookings we all crave. So whether you're a seasoned host looking to up your game or a newbie dipping your toes into the hosting waters, you're in the right place. Get ready to transform your Airbnb space into a 5-star retreat by sidestepping these common setup pitfalls. Now let's dive in. Number 1, create a budget. When I started hosting on Airbnb, I thought I could just wing it. Big mistake. That's why I made it stress the importance of creating a budget right from the start. I know it might not sound like the most exciting part of hosting, but believe me, it's a game changer. First things first, jot down all your expenses from furniture and decor to maintenance and utilities. It's important to have a clear picture of where your money is going. And don't forget about those unexpected costs. They love to surprise us, don't they just? Now, why is this budget thing such a big deal? Well, it's all about staying profitable. Setting a budget helps you keep track of your earnings and expenses, making sure that you're not overspending and that you're actually making a profit. But it's not just about the money. Having a budget in place allows you to make informed decisions. Want to splurge on that fancy chandelier? Well, you can check your budget and see if it's doable without breaking the bank. So creating a budget for the Airbnb setup is like having a roadmap to success. It keeps you on track, helps you make smarter choices, and ultimately ensures you're running a profitable and successful hosting venture. Next up, we're talking about designing your occupancy. You know, when I first started hosting on Airbnb, I thought all I needed was a cozy bed and a clean bathroom. But here's the thing, your space should cater for different types of guests. Some might be solo travelers looking for a quick stopover, while others might be families on vacation. So it's crucial to design your space to accommodate various types of occupancy. I once had a lovely couple book my place for a romantic getaway, but they were disappointed to find that the room lacked any romantic touches. Lesson learned. Now I make sure to have some candles, dimmable lights, and maybe even a bottle of wine available for those lovebirds. But it's not just about romance. Families with kids might appreciate some kid-friendly amenities like board games or small play areas. On the other hand, business travelers might need a well-lit space and reliable Wi-Fi. Also ensure that occupancy is tailored to the number of guests you are hosting. If you claim the rooms are fit for 4 people, then it should be so. You don't want to displease your guests with immaculate information. The key here is to think about different types of guests you want to attract and tailor your space accordingly. By not designing your occupancy, you could be missing out on valuable bookings and positive reviews. So take a little time to consider who might be staying in your Airbnb and add those thoughtful touches that make their experience truly memorable. Now it's time for a story. I was once a guest myself, excited to explore a new city and experience a home away from home. But imagine my disappointment when I arrived at an Airbnb with a poorly stocked kitchen. I mean, come on, a single rusty pot and a couple of mismatched utensils. It felt like I was trying to cook a gourmet meal in a camping setup. Seriously, having a well-equipped kitchen is crucial for creating a comfortable and memorable stay for your guests. Think about it. Most travelers want the option to cook their own meals. It's not just about saving money, but also about having the convenience and flexibility to whip up something delicious whenever they want. Investing in quality cookware, utensils, and appliances doesn't have to break the bank. You don't need the fanciest gadgets, but having a reliable stove, microwave, pots, pans, and a decent set of knives goes a long way. And don't forget the basic condiments and spices. They can turn a simple dish into a culinary delight. So my advice, don't make the same mistake I did. Put yourself in your guest's shoes and make sure your kitchen is ready to cater their culinary adventures. Still watching? This must mean you'd like our other videos. Please subscribe to ensure you do not miss another video. Next up is to plan ahead. I once decided to start hosting on Airbnb without really planning things out. I thought, how hard could it be, right? Oh boy, was I wrong. I ended up with a chaotic mishmash of furniture and amenities that didn't make any sense. Guests were confused and I was stressed out trying to fix things on the fly. That's when I realized the importance of planning ahead. Before you even think about welcoming your first guest, sit down and create a solid plan. Decide on the layout of your space, the theme you want, and the kind of amenities you'll provide. Think about your target audience. Are you attracting families, business travelers, or adventurers? Tailor your setup to their needs. I've learned that having a well thought out checklist is a game changer. From bedding to kitchen essentials, make a list of everything you'll need and shop for it before your first guest arrives. This way you'll avoid those last minute dashes to the store trying to grab everything at once. Remember, planning ahead isn't just about your physical setup. It's also about scheduling your bookings, cleaning routines, and maintenance tasks. By planning these things in advance, you'll create a smoother experience for both yourself and your guests. Trust me, I've turned my Airbnb hosting around by embracing the plan ahead mantra. So take it from someone who's learned the hard way. A little planning up front goes a long way in making your Airbnb setup a huge success. Now, you must avoid using bad beds. You've spent hours sprucing up your Airbnb space, making it look all fancy and welcoming, but here's the kicker. Your guest plops down on your beds and oof, they're as comfy as a rock. Now, I don't know about you, but when I travel, a good night's sleep is a must, and I'm sure your guests feel the same way. So what's the deal? Bad beds can totally ruin the entire experience for your guests. Whether it's a lumpy mattress, scratchy sheets, or saggy pillows, these things can lead to grumpy travelers and less than stellar reviews. Believe me, I learnt this the hard way. To avoid this cringeworthy scenario, invest in quality bedding. Get yourself some cozy, supportive mattresses, luxurious sheets with a high thread count, and plump, comfy pillows. Your guests will thank you and your reviews will reflect it too. Trust me, a good night's sleep can turn a one-time guest into a loyal repeat visitor. Now, you must avoid beds that are hard to launder. Picture this, a guest checks out and you rush to clean up the room for the next arrival. But wait, those fancy, intricate bedding designs you chose, they're not just eye-catching, they're also a pain to launder. I mean, who wants to spend hours untangling frills and dealing with complex patterns? Not me. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a beautiful inviting bed as much as the next person, but when it comes to Airbnb, practicality wins. Opt for simple, high-quality bedding that's easy to toss in the washer and dryer. Trust me, your future self will thank you. I've found that crisp, white sheets and neutral tones not only look chic, but also make cleaning a breeze. And remember, the goal is to create a comfortable and hassle-free experience for both you and your guests. So let's avoid the headache of struggling with intricate bedding and focus on what really matters, providing a cozy, memorable stay. An often overlooked aspect is not having a smart home device. It's a mistake I've noticed quite a bit and one that can have a real impact on your guest experience. Imagine you're a guest arriving at an Airbnb after a tiring journey. You enter and struggle to figure out how to adjust the thermostat or locate the light switches in the dimly lit space. Not the warm welcome you were hoping for, right? This is where having a smart home device can truly make a difference. Smart thermostats and lighting systems add a layer of convenience and comfort. Guests can easily control the temperature, lighting, and even entertainment with a voice command or simple tap on their phone. And here's the bonus point. You can also control the temperature, meaning you can save money on your bills when it would have otherwise been wasted. But here's why it matters beyond just guest comfort. Incorporating smart devices sets you apart in the competitive Airbnb landscape. Guests appreciate the modern amenities and the effort you put into their stay. Skipping this step can be a missed opportunity. By installing a smart home device, you're not only improving the guest experience, but also increasing your chances of positive reviews and repeat bookings. Ready to avoid these mistakes? Well, there it is, folks. After diving into the world of Airbnb hosting, I've uncovered some major set of blunders that can turn your hosting journey into a roller coaster. From creating a budget to not having smart home devices, these pitfalls are real deal breakers for guests. But fear not, armed with this newfound knowledge, I'm feeling you're confident in steering clear of these slip-ups. Remember, it's all about creating that cozy, hassle-free haven for our guests. And I, for one, am stoked to put these lessons into action. Happy hosting and see you on the next video.